everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Packers are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against that Jets team that will need to figure out how much he can count on the run.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Second down following the incompletion. Rodgers to throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. And the wideout in motion.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
Looking to throw on second down. Cook. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The toss play to Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2nd and 10 here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Then finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it That sets him up now 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They come up in an offset eye. They try again with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Working from the gun. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good, and the lead moves to 10-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hey, cut in right. Watch cut in. Hurry up, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
In motion left, Curse.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Cook to throw on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's go.
Cook now looking to throw on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that'll make it third down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
Now Cook to throw on third down. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run with Muhammad, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Back that up. Here we go now. Back that. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on third and goal.
Set. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit! Detroit!
Cook from the gun, he'll throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Montgomery on the counter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Gets it to Strong. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
In motion, Anunwa. On the carry, it's Muhammad. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go. Green 39.
They go again with Muhammad. And some room to work. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Here's Muhammad. Broken tackle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. To throw is Cook. Operating from the gun. He's got Curse. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, as a defender, after a big running play against my group, I'm actually happy to see a draw play. Why? It takes a little bit longer to develop, and that gives me a chance to diagnose it and get to the play quickly.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go! Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
Operating from the gun, Cook. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
I got number 18. I got you, 18. No. Wide left. Single. Hey, watch it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. On 2nd down, Montgomery. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Adams, the man in motion right. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he finds Jason Morrow. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
In motion left moves Nelson. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Now Rodgers off the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is taken in at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run with Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second down, here's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. So we're at halftime here at and no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7, but for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. The tight end changing his position. Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Rodgers now to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordy Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Throwing, Cook, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
Here's Cook. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 83 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Nelson, the man in motion left. Rodgers to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The old connection, Rodgers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a 1st down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Montgomery back to the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Nelson. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The slot man in motion right. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Jets. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Cook now, throwing on 1st down. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Cook, operating from the gun. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Cook to throw on 2nd down. Complete outright to Kurz. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. And the Steelers, they've scored again and opened up that advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away.
First down, Rodgers. And It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And the 49ers have moved out in front in that game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught by Montgomery. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
3 yards to go here on second down.
Watch 18, 18, watch 18.
And again, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Running left, Montgomery. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
In motion left moves Nelson. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting...
Oh, no, he lost the football. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ty Montgomery with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And an decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
To throw is Cook on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Packers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Time running out here on the play clock. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A good pickup there, a 22. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. Operating from the gun, Cook. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And he motions the wide receiver. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Cook. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the fourth quarter. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. A victory there would mean they're sixth on the year. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 52 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Here's Cook on 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Cook now. Off play action. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And they will line up now for the two-point try.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
And he'll find his way in for two. And we're back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Cat 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Carry for the big fullback. This is Derek Coleman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Packers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Toss left to Montgomery. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And New York set to take the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now Cook throwing on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Cook on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw is Cook. Throwing again. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And a great spot to start this drive from here. On the give, this is Coleman, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. But, Charles, it's one thing to win.